Good afternoon, Jack. My name is Detective Schaefer. It's very nice to meet you. Are you doing well today, Jack?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good today, Detective Schaefer. How are you?
I'm not too bad myself. I would like to ask you a few questions, though, if that's not a problem for you, of course.
Oh, not a problem at all.
Before we get started, can I interest you in a cigarette, coffee, anything like that?
I don't smoke, but I'll take a cup of coffee if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. I am going to have a cigarette for myself, though. I'm assuming that's all right with you. Ruth, darling, would you be so kind as to bring me 2 coffees?
Oh, for sure, sugar.
Thank you so
Hey,
much.
and
You're a
they
doll.
are cream of sugar for either ear.
I'll be all right.
Sounds good. You boys have a nice little chat.
Thanks, darling. So, Jack, do you know why I brought you in here today?
I just thought we were having a happy conversation today. I wasn't sure what we were bringing me in for.
Alright, I guess that's fair, but you did know Mr. Lynch, right?
Oh, Mr. Lynch, he was one of my best friends back in the day.
Yeah, well, I regret to inform you that if you weren't aware of this, Mr. Lynch was actually murdered at a train station yesterday.
What? Dude, there's no way Mr. Lynch could die. He is too powerful to die.
Yeah, poor guy, honestly. David was a good man. I knew him myself as well. Do you know which train station I'm referring to, or?
I mean, if I had to guess, I know that Mr. Lynch likes to go to King's Crossing.
Well, that's a very astute guess, Jack. That's actually right on the money. They found his corpse basically torn to shreds. It was quite a gruesome scene, actually. One of the worst I've seen in my entire time as a police detective.
That's so sad. I wish I could help, but I haven't seen Mr. Lynch in, I couldn't tell you how long. Probably about 15 years.
You haven't seen him in 15 years?
Absolutely not. Never
Well,
seen
you know, I actually just talked to your daughter, and she said that you guys had brunch 2 days ago, actually. And she picked you up from that?
Oh, well, if you count the brunch from a few days ago, I guess I did see him, but I don't count it because I would say when me and Lynch hang out, me and Lynch always go hard. We never just for a brunch. We haven't really been friends for 15 years.
Well, you are familiar that where you had brunch was a bar that served mimosas, right?
You know me. I love my mimosas.
And if I were to, you do know that I got the check from that as part of my investigation, and you had each of you 8 glasses of mimosa.
8.
Do you often drink in that much excess, Jack?
I wouldn't consider myself an alcoholic. I would consider myself an alcohol enthusiast when it comes to the mimosas. I love my Saturday morning brunches.
That's fair. And just to go back, I normally wouldn't express how disgusting and vile a scene was unless it was important, because I just got back the medical examiner report from Mr. Lynch's body, and the wounds kind of resembled almost like a drunken animal, like maybe a wolf or even a big dog, like a German Shepherd maybe.
Do you believe in love, Detective Schaefer?
Una mattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasore, un partigiano, portami via, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via.
Well, Jack, my ex-wife might argue that I don't know what love is, but speaking of love, you are familiar with Mr. Lynch's wife, right?
Hey, Jack.